Picture skill number 5 kicking in. Your boss fights to keep you on board. AI can't touch it. Layoffs pass you by. You put in endless hours, chase promotions that stall, watch AI creep into your role. Deep down, you feel replaceable. That's the leverage gap holding you back. These 5 surprising skills make you irreplaceable in 2026. Which one's missing from your game? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to close your leverage gap. And the 5th skill? That's the multiplier that changes everything. You work hard, but your value doesn't always feel visible. You learn new tools, yet promotions move slowly. You hear about AI replacing roles, and a part of you wonders if pieces of your job are already automated. You execute tasks, but you rarely influence decisions. You finish projects, and someone else presents the strategy. You sit in meetings and feel replaceable. That creates quiet anxiety. You might be competent, reliable, even talented, but competence is common, and common is vulnerable. You feel stuck because you're strengthening tasks, not leverage. That's the leverage gap again. You close it by shifting from task focus to outcome focus. Instead of asking, how do I complete this? You ask, how do I improve what this produces? That one shift changes your trajectory. And now we start with skill number 1, strategic calm under pressure. You don't just think strategically, you stay calm when everything breaks. You notice how you react when deadlines tighten. You either create clarity or spread stress. You either organize chaos or amplify it. You either ground the room or emotionally react. Be honest. You either absorb leadership panic or fuel it. You either hunt for blame or propose structure. You either escalate tension or calm it. In 2026, pressure increases. Deadlines shrink. Expectations rise. You become valuable when you become stable. You don't raise your voice. You lower the temperature. You summarize messy problems in 2 minutes. You identify risks before anyone asks. You map out next steps before panic spreads. You become the person people look at when tension rises. And stabilizers get protected. Self-diagnosis tool. You want a quick diagnostic? Answer yes or no. You get approached when things feel chaotic. You simplify complexity quickly. You prioritize instead of react randomly. You reduce confusion in a meeting just by reframing the issue. If you said yes to 3 or 4, you're building leverage. If you said yes to 1 or 2, you're competent. If you said 0, you're reacting. You see, reaction keeps the leverage gap open. But calm thinking alone isn't enough. Because if no one understands your thinking, you stay invisible. Skill number 2, contextual communication. You don't just share information. Instead, you translate meaning. You report a 6% drop, or you explain what it implies. You say, this looks seasonal, not structural. You make data usable. You notice how people listen differently when you speak with clarity. You notice how decisions shift when you interpret, not just report. You tailor every message. You talk to finance, you highlight cost. You talk to marketing, you highlight growth. You talk to leadership, you highlight risk. You frame the conversation. You define the objective and suggest next steps. You influence decisions and guide outcomes, but stop reacting emotionally. Harvard Business Review research shows that professionals who communicate clearly are far more likely to rise into leadership, because clarity builds trust, and trust builds influence. You see the shift? You're no longer completing tasks. You're shaping direction. Skill number 3, execution reliability. You get attention for talent and security for reliability. You identify one responsibility you fully own. You break it into steps and remove one unnecessary action. You set expectations before starting. Deliver one part early and ask for measurable feedback. You document the improvement for future use. You ensure people trust your output without double-checking. Gallup research shows employees who consistently meet expectations increase team productivity by over 20%. You imagine your name becoming synonymous with certainty. You imagine people relaxing because they know you deliver. and that builds leverage. You notice there are two types of professionals in 2026. You are either a task performer or a value creator. You complete assignments or you improve systems. You wait for clarity or you generate it yourself. You focus on effort or you focus on leverage. You react to change or you drive it. You settle for competence or you build irreplaceable skills. You want to close your leverage gap? You shift your identity. You stop being replaceable and start creating value that no one can ignore. Skill number 4, adaptive learning speed. You don't just learn, you learn fast and apply immediately. You test new AI tools early, you integrate them into workflows, you multiply impact while others resist. McKinsey & Company studies show organizations adopting AI see productivity gains up to 40% when employees actively integrate new systems. You become the person everyone turns to during transitions. You become visible when everything changes. You become promotable when new tools disrupt old roles. Skill number 5, ownership mindset. You treat every outcome as your responsibility. You ask, how can I move this forward, instead of waiting for direction? You take initiative when others hesitate. You don't point fingers, you create solutions. You notice gaps and fill them before anyone else does. You act decisively, even when control isn't fully yours. Internal leadership studies show employees with high ownership are 32% more likely to receive expanded responsibilities within 2 years. You become a multiplier, elevating everyone around you. You amplify the impact of every skill you have. You turn responsibility into influence, and influence into irreplaceable value. You felt unstable because competence alone is not protective. You now have 5 irreplaceable skills. 1, strategic, calm under pressure. 2, contextual communication. 3, execution, reliability. 4, adaptive learning speed. 5, ownership mindset. You build resilience. You build visibility. You build leverage. You shift from replaceable labor to strategic asset. End the leverage gap now. Start small. Start today. Close it before 2026 rearranges everything. You want to become indispensable? Comment irreplaceable 2026 below. You tell me, which of these 5 skills do you need to improve most right now? You tune in next time, and I'll show how to position yourself for promotion in an AI-driven workplace without burning out. Because the future won't protect the busiest person in the room. It will protect the one who closes the leverage gap.